Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Today is Monday, November 6th, 2023, and it is a day B. For instrumentals, it's a day 4. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. I'm so happy that you are here in school. I love the fact that you guys continue to bring your trademark energy here into our school. But that energy is really cool because this weekend I actually ran into a handful of you guys downtown. Mr. Lin was on his off time, sometimes he'll play the banjo downtown with his case open. If people like his music, they could give him $1 or so and things like that. And but I love sharing the music because I love seeing people out in our awesome town here in Lidditz. And you're part of that. And so being able to see some John Beck kids over this weekend really made me think that while we talk about respect, responsibility, and readiness in school, and I certainly think that it's important that we practice it in the hallways and the cafeteria. How do we take care of our trash? How do we talk to the grown-ups? And same thing on the bus and at lunch and in the classroom. Yeah, that's all practice, okay? Because in the end, I need to see you, John Beck kids, taking it out into our community, into maybe downtown, maybe if I see you. And every single John Beck kid and family, might I add, really made me proud because you guys showed that you were amazing citizens, right? You guys were polite to all the people that were walking around you. I happened to be set up right by a food truck, waiting in line, saying pleases and thank yous, enjoying time with your loved ones, which is really cool. Not everyone gets to have a chance to do that. So if you have a chance to do that, just seeing you appreciate that is awesome. I loved it. To me, it reminded me that as much as I talk about respect, responsibility, and readiness here in school, in the end, I need to see you guys take it outside of the school. And so for those of you guys I ran into, awesome. I loved seeing you. It was awesome. Made me proud, frankly speaking. You showed the 3 R's. And you did it with love, care, and encouragement to others. And that made for a really nice afternoon for me. It made for a really nice, it just made me extra excited to play the banjo for our community, and that's really cool. Now, speaking of being a great citizen, I want to put our spotlight on Friday. Okay, technically it's Saturday. Saturday is Veterans Day. If you don't know what a veteran is, if you're older, I know you probably know what a veteran is, but just so everyone understands, a veteran is somebody who has served in our armed forces, in our military. That would be the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Air Force, and even the Space Force now. Okay, these are branches of the military. They have their special thing that they do, their specialization. For example, the Navy, they're very famous for being on ships and boats and protecting our waters with the Coast Guard and the Marines. You've got the Army, but they all work together to protect our country. And when I was in Lidditz, and speaking of Lidditz, second graders, you guys got to do a walking tour. I mean, we do really have a really nice town, and this nice town is something that I think we really need to appreciate. And it's really cool that this town has been around for so many years, for hundreds of years. And part of that is because we have people in the military that protect our interests. They protect our country. So how do we say thank you to those veterans? How do you say thank you to the veterans who served in the military or currently serving? How do we thank them? Well, you can go up to them and say thank you. You might have a family member, you might have a friend of the family that is in the military now or has at one point served in the military. Make sure to say thank you to them. In our lobby, we've got a big blue box if you want to draw a card to say thank you to any random veteran. It doesn't have to have a name. You can just say thank you to any veteran. We'll make sure that card gets to a veteran. Well, you can certainly make a card. We can feed them, right? On Friday, we're going to do a Veterans Day breakfast early in the morning, even before school starts for those who signed up. All of that's good, and I think we need to do that. But most importantly, I want you to really appreciate this country that we live in, right? The school that you live in. Did you know outside of this country, there are kids who don't have school, right? They don't have the opportunity to go to a public school that's loving and caring and encouraging. And while you might think it's kind of cool, right? Not having to go to school. After a while, those who don't go to school, they realize they're missing out on friends and the predictability of a day, teachers that look out for them, people who want to teach them, make them better, give them an opportunity for, whatever their dreams are. And in places where they don't have schools, one of the biggest wishes that a lot of kids want after safety and food is not a chance to just go to school regularly. So the fact that you're here in school is actually, you're living somebody's dreams. And I don't want you to feel bad about it. What I do want you to do is appreciate it, right? Take this opportunity and make the most of it. It's the best way to thank our veterans. Our veterans are fighting and protecting your right to be in school, your right to, try to aim for your dreams, go for all of that. One day, whatever you want to be in 20 years, whatever it is, to go for it, okay? Live your life well, right? To appreciate what this country has to offer that our veterans are trying to protect. Okay, and this week we're going to talk about a little bit more throughout the week, a little bit more about Veterans Day. But when it comes to thanking our veterans, yes, thank them, write cards, give them food, but most importantly, live this American life. It's not a perfect world. It's not a perfect country. We're not. No one's perfect, and a whole bunch of imperfect people have created really an imperfect country. But you know what? As much as there are a lot of things we can work on to make this country better, there are a lot of great things that we can be thankful for, and it really does starting with that thanks. Okay, so make sure you're thankful, make sure you appreciate this awesome life that you do get to live, even if deep down there are parts of it that can be better. You still live in a society, in a country that is invested in taking care of you. All right, listen, I don't have that much more time, so I'm going to leave you with this. If nobody else has told you this, I want you to hear it from your principal because he means it. I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Go spread that message. Show creatively what that love, care, and encouragement can look like to me, to your teachers, to your friends, to the classmates and kids all around John Beck and outside. All right? Okay, can't wait to see you guys around. Have an awesome day.